Good evening. I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. I've seen something on my social media today and it's making me absolutely livid. The Conservatives, one of our legacy parties in the United Kingdom, put out this post. Deport all illegal immigrants. That's the boat people. The asylum seekers, the chancers, the people from France that shouldn't be in our country, and yet, for some reason, we're paying for them in 4- and 5-star hotels and giving them pocket money and clothes. You let them all in. The Tories let them all in. In fact, I think Basil can say better than me. You had 14 years. You had 14 years. This is your problem. You seen what Tony Blair did in the 90s and you ran with it. And I do not trust a word that you say. And then we look at this one as well. Alexander Brownman. He said, you let them in, you let them in, you let them in. Well, yes, that's absolutely correct. The Conservatives did let them all in. It's pathetic. It's a disgrace. The security of the people of the United Kingdom, defence of the realm, and keeping your people safe is the only concern of a government. Anything that contradicts that concern, anything that may impact that concern, should be a secondary or tertiary consideration. People can say, we can't do this, we can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. They need free money and they need human rights. No, they don't. Anybody that breaks into my country doesn't get anything. Simple as that. That's just my opinion, and I stand by that opinion. Okay? Nobody, I don't care what their sub-story is, where they come from, what they're demanding, they get nothing. Anything that we've signed up to, any law, any international treaty, anything that prohibits keeping our people safe, we simply leave. The risk is far too great in my view. And we look at this image now. Illegal and legal immigration to the United Kingdom. Oh look, what happened in 2020, 2022 when Boris got in. Look how it shoots up, look how it shoots up. The last time we had negative migration to the United Kingdom was in 1992, 1993. And that's because there was a recession, okay? So everybody, the UNIPARTY, both Labour and the Tories, are completely to blame and completely at fault for this. It's pathetic and it's a disgrace. Last year, about a week before we got Donald 2.0 in the United States, the Tories decided to elevate a Nigerian migrant, a first-generation Nigerian migrant, Kemi Badenoch, to the status of leader of the opposition, the Conservative Party in the United Kingdom. She was born in 1980 in Wimbledon. Her mother travelled from Nigeria to the UK to give birth in St Teresa's Maternity Hospital. Before the British Nationality Act 1981 abolished the automatic birthright citizenship for those born in the UK, then they returned to Nigeria shortly after Badenoch was born. In later interviews, Badenoch denies she was an anchor baby and asserted her family didn't know she was eligible for a British passport until she was a teenager. Why do I find that hard to believe? Why do I find that difficult to comprehend? For some reason, our NHS is open to all and sundry. Everyone in the universe can come to England, can come to Britain and abuse our NHS, and usually they don't have to pay. It's absolutely outrageous. So now, I don't trust the Tories on this at all. I don't trust Labour, but at least on paper they're saying they want to bring it down. We need radical change in this United Kingdom. They had an opportunity last year to appoint somebody British by ethnicity and ancestry in Robert Jamrick. They chose not to do that. I don't think it would have made much difference. I've heard rumours and rumblings that his conversion to an actual right of centre politician is genuine because he spent a lot of time with Professor David Starkey. However, at this point, there's too much on the table, there's too much at stake, there's too much at risk. I do not trust the Tories as far as I can throw them, even if they put Jamrick in or anybody remotely saying the right things at this point. The Tory parties need to be destroyed. the Labour Party needs to be destroyed. The entire establishment political system needs to be destroyed. At the ballot box, of course. Peaceful protests, as always. But no, this is pathetic. This is a disgrace. I do not trust a word that they say, and I do not trust Labour either. Now, if you like this video, and you think I'm onto something, you let me know and you make me aware. I appreciate your time, and let me know if you think I'm being overly harsh. I don't. The only priority that anybody governing our country has is keeping us safe. I've seen too many incidents of people that shouldn't be in the country hanging around our kids in community centres and schools and playgroups, and it's really, really, really disturbing that people in the government think this is in any way acceptable at all. And while you're at it, I'd reform our refugee policy as well. No refugee policy. They don't have to travel through any dangerous countries to get to Britain. You're meant to claim refugee status in the first safe country you arrive in. We don't want any more Welsh choir boys being given refugee status in our country. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.